it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a chit chat get ready with me. I have to go ahead and do my makeup to film a couple other videos, as well as I'm going to a hockey game tonight, so I figured let me go ahead and sit down and film the makeup that I'm doing for today. And I'm using a palette that I love so much and I'm sure you guys are so excited to see a tutorial on. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Master palette by Mario. If you guys have seen my review, you know how much I love this palette. It is stunning, it's gorgeous, and I've not been able to put it down the last several weeks. I've been doing this look a ton for work, making it a little bit more subdued and work professional appropriate, but since I'm going out today, I figured let me make it a little bit more vampy and fallish, and I just think this is a perfect look for fall. It's also really simple and easy to do. I'm not wearing false eyelashes, I'm not doing a winged eyeliner. I just wanted to make it a really easy, achievable look for you guys, so I think this is perfect for fall. I had to pair it with the red lip because, like I said, we're going to a hockey game, our colors are white and red, and I figured red is going to be perfect for the game, and I think it's perfect with this eye look. But because it's so rich and bronzy and pretty, you can pretty much pair any lip that you want to with this look and it's going to look great. So if you guys want to go ahead and see how I achieve this look right here, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started with this get ready with me using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Master by Mario palette. Super excited. I'm all about the champagne and the bronzy eyes, so I'm going to be doing a bronzy eye for you, which I already went ahead and did one eye. That way we can save some time and then you guys can see me do this eye. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with this Essence primer. And this is the I Heart Stage eyeshadow base, and this is a really nice neutral color. Looks good and it's like super cheap, like I don't know, $2 maybe, something like that. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape on the back of my hand, that way it's not super sticky and doesn't make my eyes water when I peel it off, and then I'm just going to stick it on. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not doing a winged eyeliner or anything like that. So then to set that eyeshadow base, now this Mario palette does not have any kind of just plain cream matte shadow, so I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics and the shade Pregame, which is right here. It's kind of like a cream shade. You don't have to do this step. I just always like to do it to set my eyeshadow base and to help the rest of the colors we go in with just blend better. So then after that, I am going to be going into the Master by Mario palette, and I'm going to be taking these first three matte shades and working each of them into the crease and the outer V separately. So I'm first going to go in the shade Lulu, and I'm going to take a fluffy Sigma E40, and I'm going to pick it up and then definitely tap some of that off. And then I'm just going to blend this into the crease. This color does not have to be super precise because we're going to go in with the other shades afterward, but I will focus it a little bit more on the outer corner, and since we have the piece of tape, you can be super sloppy. That way you get this nice color over here, and when we take the tape off, it gives you a really nice sharp clean edge. And then I will bring it in a little bit as well once I don't have as much product on my brush. And then once that's blended out, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precise brush and do that again. And this is the Morphe E22. And then this time I'm going to focus it mainly on that outer crease just to deepen it up a little bit. I'm not going to bring it past about right here. And once we get that blended out, which these blend out so easily, I mean, look how effortless that was. So with that same brush, I'm going to go in with the orangey shade, and it doesn't seem necessary, but you can see that there's like a little bit of depth and a little bit pop of color, and you're like, what is that? And once you blend in this with the brown shade, it just gives you this really nice gradient effect with the orange. So I'm going to be taking Isabel, tapping that off, and then focusing that in the crease as well and not taking it too far in. But you can see how it just gave it a little bit more depth and just a little bit more warmth as well, since this is a very warm look. So this is just going to be a quick little easy step, not too orangey, but they blend in wonderfully with the two brown shades. I love it. So now going in with a more precise brush, keep getting smaller and smaller. This is the Sigma E45. It's more of a tiny little tapered brush. Now I'm going to pick up the brown shade, which is Violetta, and we are going to focus this on the outer V. So I'm going to flick it inwards, pick up a little more product, keep doing that, and then I will work it in the crease as well. Again, you can be super sloppy right here because we have the tape. I love using tape because of that, because we can really deepen it up without getting all the makeup over here. It's a really easy, simple trick. So I love that. You can definitely deepen this up as you want. I'm kind of doing like a daytime, nighttime look in one just because we are going to a hockey game tonight and I'm super excited. But we're gonna go hang out with friends beforehand in the afternoon and then the hockey game's at 7 o'clock. So I don't wanna be super duper vampy, but yet I want to be dark enough for nighttime too, so definitely make this as dark as you want or as light as you want. Like, I wouldn't be going this dark if I was going to work or something like that, but do whatever you want. So now that we've got this nice and deep, we are going to go in. I love the brush that it comes with. So we're going to take the small dense shader side, and I'm going to take the shade Paris. I don't know if you guys can tell how much product I've already used. I love this shade. It's a beautiful like bronzy gold, and we are going to take this and put this all over the lid. Don't go too far into the crease since we did all that work with the dark shade, but definitely go up into your crease right here and really push that in there. And this builds up really nicely. I like to do about 2 layers, and that gives me the perfect like bronzy dark look that I'm going for. It's so pretty. You definitely can keep layering if you want it darker. If you wanted a little bit more subdued, you could have just gone in with 1 layer. And then taking the other side, I'm going to do a little pop of color in the crease, and we're going to take the shade 5th Avenue, which is more of a golden shade, and we're going to put that just in the inner corner just to give it a little bit of lift and light. That way we're not too dark and closing our eyes. It brightens it back up a little. And then once I do my foundation and all that, I will go back more and put it a little bit in the tear duct, but just because I don't have everything laid down, I don't want to do too much. But this is the quick and simple look I did. This is what I've been wearing all the time. Not quite this intense, but since we're going out and having fun, I'm doing it a little bit darker than I normally would, but definitely have been wearing this look for work like all week. I love it, freaking love it. So now let's go ahead and take the tape off. You see that beautiful crisp sharp line. I love it. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Super Skinny Eyeliner. I'm not going to be doing a winged eyeliner today, but I'm just doing a really simple line for my eyeliner just to give it a nice look. Since we are doing a really sharp edge, I feel like I don't need to do a winged eyeliner today. For my mascaras, I'm going to be using this combination, the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel, as like my primer mascara to coat out my eyelashes. And then for volumizing, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir to really make them voluminous and really pretty. So moving on to my eyebrows, I'm going to be keeping it really simple, plus I haven't had a chance to really show this to you guys in my dots. So this is the Essence Make Me Brow. I'm going to be using this on my eyebrows to just keep it really simple today. So I had picked this up a while ago and never had a chance to update you guys. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit Give Me Brow. I honestly think the Benefit one is better. The color range in this is weird. There's only 2 colors. And this is the darkest shade. Look how light it is. It's a little weird. And I also think the Benefit one does a better job of actually like volumizing and almost like, I don't know, giving you more eyebrows than you have, if that makes sense, because of the brow fibers in it. I feel like it gives you the illusion of fuller eyebrows. But definitely if you're on a budget, this is a really good option. I think it is a viable option. I just think, in my opinion, the Benefit one is better, but this is definitely a good option if the color range will match you and you're on a budget. Definitely this can work. So now we are going to highlight underneath the brow bone. I'm not going to use any of the shades that's in the Mario palette just because they're all pretty sparkly. So I'm going to go back in the Urban Decay palette and use the shade Below. And this is a cream shade with a little bit of a sheen to it. So we're just going to give it a little bit more pop of color. And so I'm just going to highlight underneath the brow bone really quickly. Just give it a really nice, simple pop of color. So there we go. So moving on to our face, I went ahead and used the Benefit Pore Professional Pore Minimizing Primer. I feel like my pores are enlarged right now, so this does a really good job of smoothing everything out and making my pores smaller, and my foundation just goes on like a dream whenever I use this. So moving on to our foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I love this. I haven't used it in a while, so I felt like breaking it out, and I'm in the shade 507. So moving on to concealers, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape concealers and making my own custom color. I'm taking the shade Light and Medium. So now, thanks to a recommendation from one of my subscribers, and I've seen Casey Holmes use this, which I'm already getting my foundation paws all over it, but I'm going to be trying this new powder right now for you guys for the first time. And this is the Flower Beauty line, and I believe this is this, what's her name? Drew Barrymore's line, I think that's what it is. But I'm taking the shade L01, and I'm going to bake with this. I've heard this is really good. So we shall see. I'm literally using it for the first time, so hopefully it looks good. It's supposed to be a translucent loose powder, but it doesn't look translucent. I mean, it's the shade L001, but it does feel really nice. I was gonna bake with it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just press it into the skin right now. It looks really pretty. I don't know how it's looking to you guys, if it's too much color, but definitely if you're super pale, like I don't know about this, because L01, like you can see what it looks like, but it feels nice. Like, wow, feels really nice. It feels like it's definitely mattifying and makes everything look really flawless. I might just go ahead and kind of put this all over the face right now, since it is going to be a very long day. Might as well just bake with it. I don't know how it looks to you guys, but it looks pretty flawless in person. Like, oh my gosh, I am like super impressed by that. That looks really, really pretty. So we're gonna move on to bronzer now. I'm gonna be taking the Urban Decay bronzer in the shade Sunkissed, and this one's rather warm, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm just gonna take this brush. This is a Sephora brush. I'm not sure the number or anything. It doesn't really say, but I'm just gonna bronze up the face a little bit. I'm not gonna really do a lot of contouring today or anything like that. Just bronzing everything up to make it a little bit warmer. So whenever I'm doing like a warm bronzy look and I want like a warm pretty nude, this is seriously my favorite. This is NARS Madly. It is so pretty. It's like a really nice rich nude with a little bit of sheen and sparkle to it. I love it. So we are going to be taking my Morphe E4 brush, and I'm going to be picking some of that up, tapping it off because it can be intense, and then we are just going to put this on the cheeks, and it's just going to warm it up a little bit more. Really pretty. It does have quite a bit of kick up, and it's very pigmented. Most of, you know, NARS's blushes are, so just be careful with it because it can get really dark and peachy really, really fast, but it's really pretty. So now I'm going to blend that all out with a big fiber brush. This is my Sigma Duo Fiber F50. I like this one to just blend everything out flawlessly, and it just gives a really diffused look. No harsh lines whenever I blend everything out like this. So then for highlighting today, I'm going to be taking the Violet Voss Pro Highlighting Powder. The two shades right here are Unicorn Luster and Moon Gleam. I'm going to mix those together and highlight. Okay, so going back in the Mario palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Violetta, and I'm going to be taking a flat definer brush. This is the Luxie 221, and I'm going to be putting the brown right underneath, very close to the lower lash line. Now with a tiny little brush, this is the Morphe E36. I'm going to pick up that lighter shade Lulu and blend that out. And then going back in with this brush, like I said, I'm going to pick up that shade at Fifth Avenue and bring this in the inner corner and that lower part right here, just so that we have some pop. And then now we are going to coat our lower lash line with that Maybelline Falsies mascara again. So last thing, we are going to be doing lips because I'm going to a hockey game and our colors are white and red. Have to have red lips, right? So I'm going to be outlining my lips with the Smashbox Always Sharp lip liner in the shade Crimson. And then I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick. I love this red. This is like the perfect, like not too light but not too dark of a red. It's just like the perfect medium red in the shade Lady Balls. Alright you guys, so this is the completed look. I love how it turned out. It's so perfect and easy to do. Perfect for fall, and it's just so pretty. So if you guys definitely recreate these looks, tag me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I would love to see your guys' recreations with this Master by Mario palette. Such a good palette, perfect for fall. Highly recommend it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!